Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Precious. If you're new here, if you're seeing this gorgeous face for the first time, please ensure not to make it your last by clicking on the subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up because I know you're going to enjoy it. Join the family, do all the good stuff. And yeah, so today's video is a topic that no one talks about. Today's video is not a common topic, so I decided to talk about it because the usual topic that people will always talk about is to tell you things to bring when coming to Canada, but nobody ever says the things that you need to do before leaving Nigeria for Canada. Okay, because you don't want to get here and oh you need something and you decide, oh God, who's coming from Nigeria to help me and all that stuff. So to avoid all of that, I'm going to be telling you guys all the things you need to do before leaving Nigeria for Canada. And I think any part like leaving Nigeria to relocate abroad, but for Canada specifically. The topic already says in today's video I'll be telling you guys what you need to do before leaving Nigeria for Canada or the UK. In fact, if you're relocating abroad. You guys, I'm filming with my Sony ZV-1. I'm sorry you're going to be hearing this a lot. So I'm still getting used to looking at the camera. Yeah, I always look at the viewfinder, so I'm still getting used to looking at the camera. Anyways, not to distract us, let's jump right into it. So the first thing you need to do is your NIMC registration. You need to get your NIMC registration done before leaving Nigeria for the abroad. That's number one. The second thing you need to do is to get your driver's license. You guys, I cannot overemphasize on how driver's license is very important, especially in Canada. So it depends on the province you're in because different provinces have their rules regarding driving. So for Alberta in particular, I think if you have like a driver's license from your country, when you get here you can drive for like 60 days and you don't have to, because they have different stages of driving, right? So they have like the class 7, class 5 and all of that. So if you have your driver's license from another country or from Nigeria, that way you don't have to start from the scratch, okay? And you can just start from like class 5 or thereabouts when you pass the exams. And also it helps when you want to get insurance for your car. I mean, when you're trying to get insurance, it shows that, okay, you're competent enough, you've been driving for a while, so the insurance company won't be spending so much on you because you're going to be getting into accidents or all of those kind of things. So that is why it's always advisable to get a driver's license before you leave Nigeria. I don't know why I'm so pumped today, but is it the camera? I don't know. Anyway, this stuff is from Shane. I just thought to tell you guys. I don't know what's doing me. But I'm sure you should have seen it in the haul by now. If not, you should have seen it in the haul by now. Anyways, the next thing you need to do is to get your driver's extract from FRSC. I think, is that what they're called? FRS, yeah. You need to get your driver's extract. So I think it's like a document that they give to you to show that you've been driving for a certain period of time in Nigeria. So it's not just getting the license, you also need to get the extract as well. The next on the list is attestation of birth certificate from NPC. So yeah, those of us who were born in private hospitals, I think you need this. Yeah, those who were born in the government hospitals, I think they already have this. They have like their birth certificate is this type, unlike those from the private sector. So you need to get this, the attestation of your birth certificate, because it might come in handy, you never know. So it's always advisable to get these things before you leave. Okay. The next thing you need to do is your BVN registration if you haven't done that. I'm sure almost everybody have done BVN, right? You guys forgive me, I'm trying so hard not to look at the viewfinder, but like I was saying, I'm sure everyone has their BVN already, so you need to get that. If you haven't gotten that, you need to get that before you leave Nigeria. It is very important. So the next on the list is, yeah, I have a list, so that's why I keep looking down. So you need to update your pension details in line with the new PENCOM requirements. Yeah, you need to update your pension details because it's really going to help when you come here. Your PFA is going to advise you more on that, but this is something you want to look into. You need to update your pension details and all of that. I think there's like a new PENCOM rules. Yeah, so that's why I said your PFA will advise you more or advise you better on that, but you need to update it before leaving. The next on the list is you need to deactivate SMS alerts and tokens from your bank. I think I've spoken about this before. Before you leave Nigeria, you need to deactivate your SMS alerts and activate emails. That's if you don't have emails already. So you want to take out text messages and leave emails so that even when you do transactions from here, you can still see your alerts and see, like, you know, when they send those codes, like to be sure you're the person trying to use the app and all of that. Yeah, you can still see that because I can still send money with my Nigerian bank app. Yeah, I still use that. So whenever they need to send me some sort of code, they send it to my email, so that way I can put in the code and they know, okay, I'm still the same person. And also another good reason why you need to deactivate SMS is because, I mean, when you're leaving Nigeria, right, you're not going to use your SIM card for a certain amount of time. And I think for MTN, if you don't use your SIM card for like a year, they give it out to someone else. So that way you don't want someone else to be receiving such transactions from your bank. Just for safety reasons, you want to deactivate your SMS alerts. Okay, yeah. Then the next thing you want to do is, if you can, you should do the cost by cost evaluation on WES. Okay, because the general evaluation we do with WES is like your, I think, transcripts, just to like evaluate your degree and all of that. So they also have the cost by cost evaluation, where they evaluate every course you did in school. This is useful for those that want to school when they come here, because that's the kind of evaluation the schools here require. They don't accept, I'm sure most of the schools, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure most of the schools do not accept the kind of evaluation we do for immigration purposes. So it's advisable to do the cost by cost evaluation if you intend to do your master's or further your education when you come here. So the next on my list is, this is not compulsory for everyone. So for those who also want to go back to school, you need to take the IELTS academic before you get here. If you don't know, if you're on this journey, you should know there are two types of IELTS, the general and academic. General is for immigration purposes, academic is for school. So it is advisable to take the IELTS academic if you intend to school when you get here, because it's valid for 2 years and it's cheaper to take IELTS in Nigeria, actually, than to take IELTS here. The last time I checked, IELTS cost over $300 here, and that's like how much? Over 150k, basically, more than 150,000 naira. So you want to save yourself that coins or that money and write your exam in Nigeria before you get here. But if you don't mind, if you don't care, I mean, you can come here and also write the exam. So the final thing on the list is, make sure you, I think all service providers do this, because I used to use MTN back in Nigeria. So what I did was to, I can't remember what it's called, but you can just call your customer care and tell them, okay, you want to keep your SIM for 3 years. For instance, that's what I did. I called MTN and said, I want my number to still be my number for 3 years, even though it's not going to be active, even though I will be making calls or texting, because obviously I'm not in Nigeria. So there's a code to send, which I did, and you're going to pay, I think, for, if you're going for 3 years, the price differs for the duration of time you want that. So yeah, they have for 1 year, 2 years, and I think 3 years. That's for MTN. But I think this sort of service should also be available for other networks. So you want to do that, so that way you still have your number, because like I said earlier, after a year, if it's not active, they give the number to someone else. So yeah, that being said, I have been talking for what, over 10 minutes. Okay, that being said, so that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys like it. It's pretty short and straight to the point. I just realized that this is something people don't talk about, right? Yeah, so I just decided to come on here and give you guys these few tips. If you know of other things that you've done or one needs to do, you can also add that in the comment section to help somebody out there. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I don't know why I always say don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and I also say like it means the same thing basically. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, share with your loved ones. This video is going to help someone out there, so please do well to share, and Until next time, my loves, I'll see you in the next one.